What is up, ghouls? Welcome back to the Yarn Dungeon. We have more Tunisian crochet stuff in general to talk about, specifically hooks that have just arrived in the Yarn Dungeon. This set in particular has a 25mm hook in here, and that's very rare to find in a whole set. Like, you normally have to buy that separately and it takes some looking around for it. Like, it's not very common, which I think that should change because I love making blankets with Tunisian crochet stitches, so we need the bigger hooks out there. There just needs to be more of them. Of course, I have a pumpkin spice latte today. Cheers to that. Let me know what you're drinking as well. So this is something that I got off of Amazon. How much was this exactly? $33.99. The casing that it comes in is really nice. Like, this is very well padded. The edge has a little bit of, like, I don't know, metal or something, so it's not gonna dent very easily. You're gonna be able to travel with this, not worry about your hooks getting damaged at all. Nice zipper on the side. And all right, hooks. Every single one of them is color coordinated differently for sizes, which is kind of nice. They are all plastic, and let's jump into the one I'm most excited about, which is the 25mm. They have a little bit of weight to it. And normally plastic Tunisian crochet hooks are lightweight plastic, so there must be something added to it or it's not hollow, which is great. We have a ton of little ones. How many in total? 16 sizes in total for $33.99. I'm gonna be really honest, these tiny little hooks down here, I don't navigate towards that when it comes to Tunisian crochet. Yeah, this is a 3.75mm. Maybe someday I will do that, but honestly, I like making chunky blankets, throws, floor poofs, home decor stuff with the Tunisian crochet because the stitches are really, really dense, which makes for a great fabric. It holds up really well, very durable. So those are the things that I like. But if you like to do garments and things like that with Tunisian crochet, like, okay, we have a ton of sizes. The inside of the case, I also really like. Every single hook is super secure. I mean, they are plastic though, so I don't know that it needs to be this intense of packaging, but I still appreciate it. I don't know if I'm excited about how short they are. That's how it's gonna lay. It doesn't even come up to the end of my hand. I like it to be overlapping a little bit because it feels a little squished. There's gonna be a cord attached onto it, but still I would just like a little longer of a hook. These 5 sizes right here I do not have yet. Most of the sets that I have only go up to an 8mm. This one even has a 9 and a 10. On the opposite side, we have a little zipper with all of the cords, and I'm assuming the end caps. So we have some paper in here. Tells you how to attach it. Straightened paper clip can be inserted through the cord. Do they just give you paper clips? So normally there's like a metal key ring. This one they're just like, hey, a paper clip works just as well. Here's an entire bag full of them. I mean, if it works, it works. And it does. I have tried that before when I can't find them. It's just like super comical that it's an entire bag full of paper clips. It has a huge diagram of how to actually attach it together and tighten it and everything. There's also a YouTube video of how to, I don't know, put everything together. This is the interlocking part that we're gonna have to put on the end. Then the cord. Oh, there is a lot of them. Yeah, it looks like 8. They already have one placed in there, so like the instructions are super clear. I did know this going into it. The cord lengths are not that long at all. It does say crochet hook kit Afghan crochet hooks, which makes sense because we have the giant hooks, 2 3-inch cords, 2 5-inch cord, 1 9-inch cord, and 1 12-inch cord. Oh, and a 16-inch cord too. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm gonna say that's probably the longest one right here that I have, which is not long for a blanket at all. Normally my blankets use at least a 31-inch cord. However, they do sell longer cords separately. I would have purchased that to try it out with it, but right now it says it'll ship in 1 to 2 months. This shipped in 2 days. The cords, for some reason, take a very long time. So you can get the extra long ones, 24-inch, 30, 40, and 52-inch. A 4-pack for $14.99, which again is really, really good value. Still, if I wanted to make like a granny square blanket, 16-inch cord is pretty good. Like that's gonna make a nice size square. So let's just play around with that one. Do wanna try the chunky yarn. Let's try attaching it to just one of these. What I have, a 10 millimeter. Okay, this part goes into here and you snap it. Makes a nice noise. Hold it onto the paper clip, twist it like that. Does it lock? Ooh, I don't like that squeaky noise. The plastic on plastic noise is not enjoyable at all, but it's on there now. It's not going anywhere, so we did it. Wait, am I supposed to put that other part on it? To extend the cord length on the same way as assembling it. Okay, these little parts, you can add onto it to make it even longer. So these are connecting points. Attach it to this, click it in. Oh, they are rather hard. There we go, click it in. Now you have a very long cord. Okay, if this doesn't snag or anything, we have a blanket cord ready to go now. Let's attach it to, yeah, we'll do 20. Does that snap in there? Very easily. I really don't want to like twist this, but I feel like you have to. It does make a difference if you twist it really tight. It feels like it's not getting tighter, but it is. You just kind of have to like play around with it for a little bit. It just makes a really horrendous noise. This cord is not that bad either. Yes, it does have a lot of memory hold to it. However, it was positioned in the bag for traveling. It does like kind of crimped and stays like that. I totally have ones that I've paid much more for and they're way worse than this. Like I can just mess around with it for a little bit and I feel like it's gonna straighten it out. I don't even have to boil it or anything. Even with it all attached to this other piece, that's pretty impressive. I wasn't expecting that. Would I like it better if it was just one long cord? Yes. But this is a little bit more versatile and honestly, I've never seen this before. Let's do another long one and see what that ends up being like. I really don't even need the paper clip, honestly. I feel like I'm twisting it just enough to stay. With that one added onto it, it's a little bit crazy now. I'd have to like mess around with it a little more, but even just doing that, it folds out pretty nicely. I really like these end caps. They're big, wide, have a lot of surface space. My stitches aren't gonna fall off of them because that is super annoying when that happens. I think we just pop this into here and then twist it. Need the paper clip for this one. End cap attached, 2 links attached. I don't even know what they are. A couple of different yarn that I wanted to play around with. This Karen Tea Cake, big and chunky yarn. I think it's an 8. Yeah, it suggests an 8 millimeter crochet hook. It's a super bulky number 6, which means that I should bump it up to a 9. I like how the number is stamped into it too. Like it's not a sticker, it's not something that's gonna rub off, it's not a print on. I greatly appreciate that. Okay, so 9 for that. The other one that I'm even more excited about is this Bernate Plush Big. I have this idea of making Tunisian crochet floor poofs, and ever since I had this thought or this design in my head, I was like, oh, I just want to try it right now. But it is a jumbo number 7 and suggests a 25 millimeter crochet hook. The only one that we have here is a 25 millimeter Tunisian crochet hook, which I feel like it's gonna work, even though I should bump it up in sizing. I think this stuff is gonna squish down enough. Maybe. I'm just here to test things out today. I've already made a pillow from this and I started doing a floor poof but then stopped because I was like, wait, I want to do this not crochet. I think it would look really, really cool as Tunisian simple stitch. So this stuff has a lot of fluff on the inside of it, so I always go ahead and do a little knot on the end just so it doesn't unravel. Again, the length. I don't know that I'm gonna enjoy how small this is. It feels super, super squished. I feel my hands would get fatigued pretty quickly. Even though like my thumb does rest where it's supposed to, there's a little indentation right there, and there's indentation on the back, the bottom part of it too, for your pinky and stuff. So everything lays where it's supposed to. I would just like a little extra room. Let's do 10. It glides really nice though, and even the fact that it is plastic, so there is a little groove right there where they poured it and like there's a little bit of overlap. It's not rubbing on my skin. Because now that I'm here, that I have a bunch of stitches on, it's like, where does my hand go? I don't have enough room on there. I mean, like, I know where it goes, but there's not enough room for my hand and the stitches. So you gotta keep pulling it down as you're working it. Yeah, it's just really cumbersome, which is too bad because everything else I liked quite a bit. This is where my hand felt the most comfortable, and half of it is not even on the hook. It's like right on the cord, which is super not comfortable. The stitches look fine, but I just know I'd get super fatigued and I don't feel like I would reach for this one at all. That makes me so sad. Unfortunately, it's a no for me. Okay, let's try this one. Basically the same exact size, but let's see if I like it any better with a different yarn. It's just like everything else is very nice. It has a little weight to it. It's not pulling on the yarn. It's not splitting the yarn. There isn't any ridges on here. I want to like these hooks, but I don't think it's gonna be a winner for me. Here is the test, picking everything back up. With the smaller size yarn, it feels like I just have a little more space. My hand is still on the cord. Like, it is definitely not resting on the hook, but I do like this one a little bit more. I could see myself actually working things up. Oh, that was a knot. But it's just a sample, so I don't really care. The stitches look nice. Works really well with the yarn. It's just, I want it to be a little bit longer. I feel like I have a lot of tension right here because it doesn't have anything to grasp onto. Well, I'm calling it because I already feel strain in my pinky finger, which is just kind of a no to me because I do have other hooks that work better in a 9mm size. So unfortunately, these are just not for me. I really wanted to like them because I like pretty much everything else about them except for the length, but it's just such a deal breaker for me because if I'm already feeling fatigued within 2 rows, I'm never gonna want to work with them. Or I mean, I'm never gonna finish my project. That's what's gonna happen. And I definitely don't want that because these are projects that I'm working on. It brings me joy to do Tunisian crochet. If I'm gonna get pain from my tools, like, it's just not the right tool for me. If you have shorter crochet hooks that you use already, these might be a good possibility for you. Like I said, everything else all put together, I really enjoyed. My search for a 25mm Tunisian crochet hook will still continue. There are many other brands out there that I can try, so I'm still hopeful that I'll find the one that works perfectly for me. You know, it really is just a process to find the right tools that work best for you. I was pretty lucky with my crochet hooks. I found the brand, the design, the shape, the material that I liked almost immediately and just rolled with that. Jumbo Tunisian crochet hooks. They are taking a little bit longer, but I'm here for the journey. So I hope that you are as well. I'm gonna continue trying more hooks. As always, if you have in mind a 25mm hook that you have used, you love it, and you're like, okay, you would also love this, Kayla, please let me know. But for today, that is it. So I am gonna get snuggled up in my pumpkin spice latte blanket, throw on a movie. I hope you have a fantastically spooky rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.